This is Hansen Yang, a 7'1" big man out of China. And up to about 3 weeks ago, no one knew his name. Hansen Yang was an unknown commodity. But all of this has changed because of two reasons. Number one, the NBA Combine, and number two, a social media post. Now, for those who don't know, Hansen Yang has been lighting up in the pre-draft NBA process. He killed it in the NBA Combine, and people are starting to raise their eyes at the ability of Hansen Yang. Most notably at the NBA Combine, where Hansen Yang not only showcased his size and athletic ability, but also showcased the ability to be the primary facilitator in an offensive scheme. And even though Hansen Yang killed it at the NBA Combine, there was a social media post that propelled him into lottery status, maybe even top 10 pick status. On Weibo, Hansen Yang put up a profile picture of Nikola Jokić, or the Joker. And this raised a lot of eyes and basically started the comparison of the two. Because if you look at Hansen Yang's game, it is eerily similar to Nikola Jokić. So the question I would like to ask all of you out there is, are the Atlanta Hawks drafting the next Nikola Jokić? And to that, I would honestly say, maybe Hansen Yang is the next Jokic. And if he turns out to be even somewhat of the ability of Nikola Jokic right now, the Atlanta Hawks would win this year. Now, why are people comparing Hansen Yang to Nikola Jokic? A social media post cannot put them in the same category, right? And to that, I would say, correct. But there is some on-the-court play that is allowing people to compare the two. Now, Hansen Yang, like I mentioned, is 7'1" and about 250 pounds, a similar size to Jokic, but also the unique offensive skill set where Hansen Yang can be seen doing spin moves, no-look passes, and basically being the leader of an offense, facilitating for whatever unit he's on, is drawing a lot of similarities to the two. Hansen Yang is a phenomenal passer, and that has been on showcase not only in his professional career over in China, but also in the NBA Combine. He is seen making some of the flashy passes that most point guards cannot even make in the NBA. So, is Hansen Yang from ability to facilitate equal to Nikola Jokic? And to that, I would say, time will tell, but the tangibles are there for Hansen Yang. We can see if he develops to be an elite passer in the NBA. Now, instead of me telling you why I think Hansen Yang is so awesome and why he's the next Jokic, let me read you some tweets of people who were actually at the NBA Combine and their comparison or their summary of Hansen Yang. And this tweet says this: Hansen Yang's offensive talent is NBA first round worthy, if not deserving of lottery talks. The Chinese center is a mid-first rounder on my current board. Yang sees what's going on one step ahead and has skills to act on that. The questions surrounding Yang are both his below average athleticism, high usage, and defense, but he looks surprisingly agile, even got a few stops in this setting, and continuously made his teammates better. If that doesn't sound like Nikola Jokic, I don't know what does. Let me read you another tweet that says this: although many centers are described as potential offensive hubs, Yang is among a few who's shown the ability to facilitate an offense and manipulate a defense. While he still has lots to improve on, his combination of court vision and height is exceptional. Now, you're probably asking me, okay, Hansen Yang, great talent, great prospect. Where is the connection with the Atlanta Hawks? Now, for those who don't know, the Atlanta Hawks have 2 picks in this year's draft, pick number 13 and pick number 22. And there has been a recent tweet that basically says the Atlanta Hawks have shown interest in Hansen Yang. The tweet says this: teams that sent scout to China specifically to evaluate Hansen Yang. Number 1, the top of the list, the Atlanta Hawks picking at 13 and 22. Now, I would like to say something as well. The fact of the matter is, in that tweet, they mentioned that the Atlanta Hawks sent scouts to China. That is a big haul for a person that you're looking at. And the fact of the matter is, if the Atlanta Hawks are willing to spend the miles to evaluate Hansen Yang, he's probably at the top of their board. I also would like to mention the Atlanta Hawks unfortunately need size to help this roster move forward. They have a starting center of Onyeka Okongwu, who many people see as undersized, even though he has great production on the court. And the fact of the matter is, if the Atlanta Hawks are able to add a 7'1" center to play the back end and also to play specific matchups, this will help the Atlanta Hawks tremendously going forward. So the fit is there. Also, Hansen Yang has the potential to be a starting center in the league. And if the Atlanta Hawks want to move on from Onyeka Okongwu, maybe in a big-time blockbuster trade, they would be continuing or willing to do so with the emergence of Hansen Yang. And also, I will say this. We know Quinn Snyder's offense is predicated on ball movement and getting shots up. Hansen Yang could be that facilitator that the Atlanta Hawks need from the second unit when Trae Young is not on the court. Hansen Yang could be a viable addition to the Atlanta Hawks that not only will add immediate size, but also add a facilitator to the second unit when Trae Young is taking a rest. So I say all this to say, can the Atlanta Hawks draft the next Jokic? Yes, they can. Hansen Yang has some of the tangibles and the ability to be the next Nikola Jokić. Now, I know he's not going to be on that level, maybe. And Nikola Jokić is a two-time MVP who has won a championship, people say, with the load on his shoulders. But if Hansen Yang is 60 or 70% of what Nikola Jokić is, the Atlanta Hawks would not only go from here to a play-in team to a team that could be a contender in the near future. So if I'm the Atlanta Hawks, I'm taking their time. I'm evaluating Hansen Yang because he could be the missing piece that this team needs to move forward. And also, I will say this as well. If the Atlanta Hawks know someone's going to draft Hansen Yang between pick 7 and 10, I would not be scared to maybe trade up to get this player because he has the ability and the usage rate to be the next Nikola Jokić in the NBA. Now, if you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Hansen Yang. And if you have a particular player you would like to see the Atlanta Hawks draft, also leave that down below in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.